So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get to another main chick, side chick. So I'm pretty sure this is volume 12 or 13, girl. I don't know. I've done so many till I don't know anymore. But if you don't know what main chick, side chick is, let me go ahead and explain. I hate that I have explained every video, but I don't know who watching what. I don't know if you just magically appeared out of nowhere and was like, what the hell is this side chick makeup thing? What is this? And clicked on it, because I mean, I'd be like, what the hell is that? Anyway, so what it is my fun way of calling a dupe a dupe. So what I do is I call it a main chick, side chick. So it's like, you know, you have your main high-end or luxury or whatever favorite product it is that you like, but you have something else that's similar in your collection. If you like didn't own the high-end thing, or if you ran out of the high-end thing, you know you'd use that thing and it'd be fine and it'd perform the same and do the same thing. It's just you prefer the higher end thing over the, you know, the drugstore affordable thing. So that's what main chick, side chick is. It's basically a fancy way of calling it a dupe video, or a funny way of calling it a dupe video. Whichever way you choose to look at it, girl, I don't know. Anyway, let's get started, because I got quite a few eyeshadow palettes sitting here in front of me. Yes, I usually do mainly eyeshadow palettes, high-end versus drugstore, so you can kind of get an idea of if you can't afford that Charlotte Tilbury palette, there's another option out there. If you can't afford that Pat McGrath palette, which we're going to talk about today, there's another option out there. So I'm going to start off. Okay, y'all, so I actually have more than just eyeshadow palettes for once in this video. Y'all know I usually do a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes. I have mascara primer dupe, I have eyeliner dupes, I have lip dupes. I actually have a highlighter dupe as well. I'm wearing a highlighter dupe on my face now. I had it swatched on my hand, but it has rubbed off, so I'm going to swatch it on my hand again. So we're going to start off with the highlighter, then we'll go into the lip, then we'll do the eye products, and then go to the rest of the eyeshadow palettes. So let me swatch these colors again real quick so you can see what they look like. Again, one is on my face. Please ignore the eyeshadow on my hand, because that's from the eyeshadow palette that's on my eyes right now. There's a lot going on. So we got main chick, side chick. So if y'all didn't know, Becca Highlighters are some of my favorite highlighters ever. This is the shade Dreamsicle. This is like one of my all-time favorite Becca highlighter shades. This is what she looks like. It's just a nice orangish cream shade that works beautifully in my skin tone, which I didn't necessarily think was going to work, but when I saw it on the model, I was like, oh yes, I need it. Snatch, grab, give it to me now. So I love that highlighter. So when the Mimosa one came out, it gave me like similar vibes, just because a Mimosa is a similar color to that highlighter. Of course, Mimosa is actually the one that's on my face right now, so you can get an idea how it looks on someone with melanin, but this is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So although it doesn't look exactly like, I don't know why I always do that. I threw it on the bed and I'm like, you didn't show it, but that one's stupid. So this is what they look like. As you can see, they don't look similar in the pan, but I feel like they give somewhat of a similar effect on the face. That's why I swatched on the back of my hand, so you all can get an idea of what it looks like. So this is Becca Dreamsicle, and this is Mimosa from Glamlight, the happy hour collection that just came out this holiday season. So this is what it looks like, and that's, like I said, the highlighters on my face, so on my chin, on my nose, and the high points of my face is where you'll see that highlighter. But again, at the end of the day, like, Becca's formula just reigns supreme. So Becca is the main chick for me, and then this Mimosa one is the side chick. It's not bad, it's just a little bit more glittery than the Becca one. So if you want more a natural effect, I feel like you should go with this one. And if you don't mind a little bit more chunky or glittery looking highlight, then I feel like Mimosa would be best for you. But Mimosa is only 14 bucks, and y'all know Becca is like, I think 36, 38. But they don't even make that shade anymore. So that's like another alternative thing I'm trying to give you all, because they don't make Dreamsicle. Dreamsicle was limited edition, and now it's gone. You can still find it at TJ Maxx's and Marshall's. You might be able to find it on Nordstrom's rack online. I don't know, but I found one at I bought mine from their website for 50% off, but later on I found it at TJ Maxx, because I told my girl Dr. Ash and her makeup, since one of her friends wanted that highlighter, that I found it there, so that way her friend could pick it up, or she could go to a TJ Maxx in the city and pick it up for her friend. Next, we're going to move on to the lips. Okay, so I have these dupes of lip glosses. So this is the Barely There lip gloss from Juvia's Place. And then I have, what is this? Baby Burt's from the Fenty set from last year. So I feel like they were somewhat similar, because at the end of the day, they just give a glossy fleck. The only thing is the Fenty one has sparkle in it, and the Juvia's Place one does not. But otherwise, I feel like they're pretty much the same. So let me show you all what I'm talking about. Now the Juvia's Place ones are more like pigmented, if you will, but that's what both of them look like. So sorry on my phone if you see me having to go to work, and it's like 4:30, so it's like going off. I don't know why though, because I haven't worked a Saturday in a while, so I don't know why I was doing that. Anyway, this is what they both look like. And I feel like, well, of course, I like the Fenty one better just because I like the formula on it. But if I had to pick as far as pigmented, I definitely would pick the Juvia's Place pigmented one. But since Fenty done came out with pigmented glossiness now, I'm just like, So those are my lip dupes. Now let's get into the eye ones. So my main chick, side chick, I got my Marc Jacobs eyeshadow primer. I heard about this from Kathleen Sykes. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. Now I see why she loves it so much. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. But I found this volume boost from Essence. That's a lash primer that works just as well. This is actually the lash primer I have on right now because I had to test it before I did the video to make sure they were right. And I feel like they both do the same thing. And since Marc Jacobs was going out of business, I feel like it'd be good for me to show some people some alternatives. So shout out to Andrea Montanalo, because that's how I found out about this one right here. I usually just look at their mascaras. I don't necessarily look at their mascara primers, but this one works just as well as my Marc Jacobs, and I think this is like 26, but since he's not making makeup anymore, you definitely want to be on the lookout for this. And y'all know you can get this on sale. I think I got mine on sale because it was on sale for I think $3, and it's only like $4.99 anyway. So you know, Essence is always giving you a good deal. Plus this is one you can find from the drugstore. So if you're in a pinch and you need a primer, you can hurry yourself to CVS and get that and hook yourself up. The last eye one I have before we get into all the eyeshadow primers in the world that I seem to possess are these two. So this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's just a black one. And then I have the Juvia's Place Eyeliner I Define Pen Liner. So this is a felt tip, and this is a felt tip from what I remember. The felt tip on Juvia's Place one is slightly longer. As you can see, it's just like a tad bit longer than this one. But they do the same thing. They make the same line. The only thing is, from what I remember, the Juvia's Place one is not waterproof. So just keep that in mind. Juvia's Place is not going to be waterproof. So if you're going to be going to the pool trying to be cute with your eyeliner on and like a simple shimmer on the lid, don't do it, sis, because this might run off on you. This one will not, but I feel like they both do the same thing, but this is still a main chick for me just because it's waterproof. And this is the side chick. But they work just as well. If like I was just doing through a normal makeup day, I would use either one to be fine. I've actually been using the Juvia's Place more than I've been using the Stila one. And the Stila ones I started off using with because it was the easiest one for me to use. Now let's get into the 533 275 eyeshadow palettes sitting beneath me, because I mean it's literally like it's like 7 eyeshadow palettes that I can compare to other eyeshadow palettes. Like, you know, like I need people to come with unique color stories, because all of them, like, you know, it's starting to run together and look the same. So we have the 420 palette going against the Tropical Vibes palette. So if you all remember the 420 palette, like it was patchy when you used it. Like I liked the color story of it, but like the shades were patchy. They built on each other fine, but they just looked really patchy on the lid. So oh god, this shade keeps crumbling on me. I need to just let the crumbs go and stop trying to push it back in. Hold on. Okay, so mine has hit pan just because the palette showed up broken, and this shade was broken, and I forgot about it since I have so many palettes and I never reached out to them like I should have. So that's my fault. I mean, well, that's my fault for not contacting them. It's not my fault that it showed up broken. It's the post office's fault. But anyway, these are what the two palettes look like. Believe it or not, I'm going to say the Ace Beauty is the main shade just because it has this cool blue shade in here. And the shades show up pretty nice on my skin tone considering. And although I like the formula of Melt better because they don't blend. It's because they show up patchy and these don't. And they blend on top of each other fine, like unlike the old Ace Beauty formula. That's why this is the main chick and this is the side chick, because this isn't the normal milk quality. It is, you know, lower than, you know, usual. So that's why it's getting to be the side chick this time around. Next, I have the Do Not Disturb palette from BH Cosmetics alongside the Cinderella and Sigma Princess palette. So I saw both the color stories were pretty similar after my friend bought it. Now, please keep in mind the BH Cosmetics one is like a brighter version of this one. If you can't see, like, this is just a brighter, funner version of the Sigma one. But I will say, because BH has like hit or miss quality with their palettes just like Melt does, I'm going to have to go with the Cinderella palette being my main shit, because I know the formula of their palettes is always consistent. I own 4 palettes and all the quality across the board is always the same. Whereas with BH, y'all know sometimes they give you a good formula, sometimes they give you okay formulas. So since they're on like the fence, even though I haven't tried this one, I'm gonna just put it in the side chick category, because it's like you can't say consistent. And one thing I can say about Sigma, their eyeshadow formula, in my opinion, is always consistent. So Sigma gonna be the main chick, and this one gonna be the side chick. Be more consistent. That's all I gotta say. Oh crap, I always forget to put the sleeves back in this palette. But yeah, I'm surprised that the Ace Beauty pans are that small when it comes to product, because thinking about it, since it showed up cracked, half of the shade had already cracked out of it. So like half the shade was cracked, and that means that there's not that much product in it. Like I assumed there were like other eyeshadow palettes. So that's interesting. Next, I have another Ace Beauty palette. So I have the Whale Song palette from Menagerie against the Ace Beauty Oceanic palette. Now, mind you, I have not used the Oceanic palette yet, but I'm going based upon this Slice of Paradise formula because I used that one when I compared their palettes when they first came out to the older one. I gave the older one away to one of my cousins. But this is what both of these palettes look like. And so, with that being said, as you can see, this is like a grungier version of the Oceanic palette. Although this one came out first, so I guess the Oceanic palette is a more vibrant version of the Menagerie palette. Either way being said, I'm going to put the Menagerie palette as my main chick just because I know their formula is consistent. I haven't tried the formula of this one. Plus, with the season we're in, I feel like this one worked better for me. Now, this one is discontinued, so if you want an alternative, the Ace Beauty palette would be good for that, but it's going to be a little bit brighter than that one is. But since this is the newer formula, I would still stand by it and recommend it. Now, the older one that they did another 60% off sale for during the holidays, I don't recommend that one. I don't like that formula. It doesn't build well on top of each other, and I feel like the shimmers are like, and the mattes are like really thin. So I like the new formula. I recommend the new formula. So that's the thicker packaging. If it's the thinner packaging, I don't recommend it, and I'm not gonna tell you to buy it. So next main chick side chick we have is He Who Should Not Be Mentioned, the Extra Spicy palette. I don't really talk about this brand on my channel anymore. If you all remember, Tina the Fancy Face told her story about how her dealings with the owner, and then another black creator told her stories about dealing with the owner as well. Now that black creator still deals with the owner of the brand, but as we all know, Tina, like me, like once you act fool with me, that's all you'll ever be. So she was like, she done, she good, stay over there. And I ain't mad at her. Anyway, let me show you what the inside of the palette looks like. So we got Party in Puerto Rico. If you all remember, I reviewed this year. I gave that away in the giveaway along with my favorite Passion in Paris. That one is fire. This one is just okay. Like the formula on this one isn't as good as Passion in Paris. A lot of people said the same thing, so it's not like just me trying to shit on the brand. Like this one isn't as good. And sometimes the travel ones aren't as good as like the the food ones, but this is what they look like. As you can see, they're really similar in color tone, and they look really similar in the pan. But if I had to pick one, I hate to say it, but I picked the He Should Not Be Mentioned brand over this one just because the quality of this one is better than this one. But I'm not really a warm tone person, so I don't really use either one of these too much. This one is more for reference, and so is this one, since the brand doesn't make it anymore, and I can't, you know, like I wouldn't be able to get it again if I wanted to. Not that I want to, but you know, since I already have it, we just keeping it. I don't know. Next, I have a couple from Alien Cosmetics, and then I have a ColourPop one I want to compare to it. So I'm gonna start off with the Alien Cosmetics ones, which are now called Unearthly Cosmetics. So I'm about to buy their Smells Like Holiday Spirit collection after I get done with this video. So you will see that coming soon. They just mailed off my, what is it, Fall Dreams palette. I think that's what it's called. The Fall Dreams palette, the fall palette they came out with, along with my Poison Apple. So we can compare the old Poison Apple to the new Poison Apple when I get that in. But anyway, this is what she looks like. As you can see, the color stories are pretty similar, to the point where they went on their Instagram and compared and swiped, so you can see that they're not exactly the same. I know they're not exactly the same, but they look close enough in tone to where it feels like you don't necessarily need both. I got this one on an amazing deal for like, I think 30 or 40% off on their website when they had a sale trying to get rid of stuff. So that's why I ended up with this one. I just bought this one at regular price because this is one I really wanted. But this is what both of them look like. And then I want to compare them to the Lizzie McGuire, What Dreams Are Made Of. So I feel like the Lizzie McGuire one doesn't really go with this palette too much, but I feel like with the Witching Hour one, it looks like a lighter version of the Witching Hour palette. So let me show you that one. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it has the same purples as this one, but they're just lighter. It has the same kind of pinks, but again, it's just lighter. It has the oranges, but their oranges are more peachy, and then their greens are more lime greens, whereas these are more fallish dark green tones. But I feel like they both look the same. So if I had to pick between these two, I'm going to say the Alien is the main chick, and then the Liz McGuire is the side chick, just because it's more spring tone. This is for in the fall and winter months. Obviously, I would prefer to have this one right now. If it was spring, I probably would have picked the Lizzie McGuire one. And then again, I picked Witching Hour over the Bunny's palette because I don't like the different pan sizes in this one. And plus, I like the color story of Witching Hour the best. So I like Witching Hour the best, but I'm happy to have all the palettes I just showed you. So Witching Hour is the main chick, and these two are the side chicks. So we almost done. I swear we got 2 more palettes left. It's just 2, I swear. I have the Lethal Cosmetics Teresa's Dead, Lethal is Dead palette, and I have the Sugar Pill Fun Size 2 palette. So I feel like these are similar in tone. You all can let me know what you think. I know the green isn't exact, but I feel like a lot of the other ones are. Like the purple in here looks really close to that bluish shade in the bottom. The two reds look similar. The pink in this one is a little lighter than that one, but I feel like the color story in general is pretty close in tone. However, if I had to pick, I picked Teresa's palette just because I like the fact that she gave me shimmers in addition to mattes. But this one is like all matte, and when I want an all matte look, I would definitely reach for this and just grab Teresa's to pick one of the shimmers out of it. But it's like, I like the fact that I have the option of both when it comes to Teresa's palette over this one. But I feel like they look similar enough. You all can tell me down below if you think they're similar. I feel like they're similar, which of course is why I put them in here. But Teresa's the main chick, if you didn't hear, and then Sugar Pill is the side chick, just because I'm a person who likes shimmer and mattes. Not that there's anything wrong with all matte palettes or anything wrong with all shimmer palettes. But it's like, if I get to choose a preference, obviously I want to be able to use all in one palette and I have to go grab another one to get the look done. So that's why Teresa's the main chick and this is the side chick. Because the formula is actually pretty good. I like the formula in these better than I like the formula in the capsule palettes. Because I tried the capsule palette first and it kind of made me not want to try this at first. But once I got this color story and got it in the mail, I was like, oh, okay, I can mess with this one, and I ended up liking it. So the last one I have to talk about is a Pat McGrath versus Dominique Cosmetics dupe. Now, y'all recently saw this video go up on my channel. I think it was last weekend. So I told you all, I told y'all the story in that video. I was talking to Karen and I was telling her how I thought like the Coral Bloom was really similar to Utopian Dream, and she was saying she didn't think it was, but I was like, it was 40% off on Beauty Bay on Black Friday with the other stuff. So I bought it because I was like, I think they look similar, and I did a video to compare and let you all know that. So this is what it looks like side by side. And if you see, like, the tones do look pretty similar, and in that video I swatched and showed you and gave you all a nice little eye look. So a couple of y'all said you saw what I saw, which is like the corals look similar. Now, of course, I didn't expect the purple to be like Mother's purple shade. And of course, Mother is the main chick in this one and Kirsten's the side chick. But I wanted people who didn't necessarily see that video, who isn't regular on my channel, who randomly click on this video, to be able to find like a nice dupe for it. Because this is a pretty good dupe for it. I got the same eye look from both palettes, and Kirsten's coral shade up here was actually more vibrant than Mother's, which I was like shocked about, because I'm like, you paying $125, but like Kirsten out here making your lids pop with this coral shade. But those are all of the main chick, side chick things I had today, y'all. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. If you're curious what's on my eyes, this is the Likely Makeup Ugly palette. This video will be going up on Sunday the 12th of December, so we'll have gone up long before you see this video. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.